Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. This is going to be a movie review for Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. I was a huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. In fact, it is my favourite Marvel movie. It had really interesting characters, really fun characters, that had great interaction. It had some fantastic action. It was super colourful and bright and unlike other kind of Marvel movies. And I had this wicked sense of humour. It just won me over. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely terrific. And it came with a fantastic soundtrack. So when I knew the second one was coming, I was trying to get myself not as hyped as I was obviously getting. I was literally giddy at getting to see this. And now that I've seen it, the movie has good points and it has some bad points as well, which I'm sorry to say. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie. I still generally liked it. Now, the best thing about it is the characters, their interaction, and again, it's even stronger here than it was in the first movie. They have a shorthand with each other now. They know how to push each other's buttons or how to tease each other. And that comes across on screen. And their interactions have grown and they're more fun and more entertaining, and you like to see that interplay between the characters. One of the problems I had with it is the main story. The story this time around is about Star-Lord finding his father. And it's a continuation from the first movie, which is good, but it's all about Star-Lord finding his father and his interactions with him, and he kind of separates the group, and some of them go with him to get his father, some of them stay behind to fix the ship. And it tearing the team apart kind of wastes some of the energy for me, because I want to see these guys together, and I just don't feel we get enough of that. As for the villain, you have the Sovereign, these gold people that seemingly turn up out the blue. It almost kind of reminded me of Jason Statham in Fast 7. They just kind of turn up to sort of imbue another action scene within the movie, which is generally pretty good and fun looking. They just turn up, get whipped by the Guardians and disappear again. And you never really feel that there's a real threat behind them. There is another villain as well, which I don't want to waste for you if you haven't seen the movie, but I found this one to be interesting by design, but kind of lacking, because unlike the first one where you have a main villain, someone all the way through the movie that you can hate and see the Guardians going up against, and you know there's going to be a final battle against these people, you have that person to root against. This one, you don't really get that too much. You have the Sovereign, and then you have a further villain that appears near the end that you've not really built up to. That aside, the movie's terrific. It looks terrific. It is gorgeous to look at. I love the Baby Groot. Everything he does is tremendous. I love the sourness of Rocket. I loved Yondo's tale within this as well. His sort of truth behind of what he is and what he has done is great, and a nice reveal. I didn't see some of it coming, and it was fun. The Gamora Star-Lord interplay, I liked. I like the fact that these two are polar opposites, but they kind of have this attraction, but they're kind of fighting, or one half is kind of fighting against it anyway. And I think the humour in the movie works tremendously well. I loved some of the cameos that appear in this movie. I think anything with Kurt Russell gets 2 thumbs up from me, because the guy's terrific, and he is again terrific here, and you can see him being Star-Lord's father. Overall, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I didn't love it like I did the first one. I gave it 4 out of 5. It's a fun movie. It's one that I will go back to. I think the original Guardians is better, but that's just my general opinion. I will watch this a couple more times, and it could get better on rewatches. There's definitely more in it to see. I will definitely be going back to the cinema to see it again. Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Did you like it? Did you think it was better than the first? That's what I want to know. And what did you think of the villain character in it? Keep it kind of spoiler free in the comments if you can, or at least highlight that it's going to be spoilery. And I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.